Hey, so let's get straight into it, man, into these top stories. Go ahead.
Jacksonville gunman in racially motivated attack legally bought 2 weapons earlier this year, sheriff says.
So it just went down a few days ago, maybe a few days ago, matter of fact.
Yeah, I think Sabbath.
Sabbath day?
Yeah.
So last Saturday, one of the many times of Esau revealing his true nature, the spirit within him, and immediately, like they always do, they blame it on he didn't take his meds.
Yeah, there you go. Some psycholytic. What is that thing called?
Psycholytic. I don't know what. But the psychedelics. But
Psychedelics.
the thing is, check this out. Check this out. This is what y'all didn't people. They always blame it on medicine stuff. You got to start asking why, when white people don't take their medicine, their first thought is to kill black people.
Damn.
That's the true nature.
Nobody asking.
Right.
You're right. That's what it is.
The true nature.
It's the true nature. Nobody asking. When they never on their meds, they always want to kill black people.
Dang. Even though black people never did nothing to them.
Right. Ain't got no damn power, no money to do nothing.
Go
ahead.
They did do something to them. They existed. So because they existed.
That's what it is. Let's scroll down on that article and see some main points on it. Go ahead.
The white gunman who killed 3 black people in a racially motivated attack at a Dollar General store in Jacksonville, Florida on Saturday legally purchased 2 firearms he used in the shooting earlier this year. Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters said in a news conference Sunday.
All right, read on.
Go back up. The gunman, identified as 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmeter, bought a handgun in April and an AR-15 style rifle in June, the sheriff said. He lived with his parents in a nearby Orange Park and had no criminal arrest history, although he had been temporarily involuntarily held under the Baker Act in 2017, the sheriff said.
Now, it's legally, I thought if you Baker acted, you're not allowed to buy guns.
No, you're not supposed to touch nothing.
Yeah, okay. So
Because you are harm to yourself, not only yourself, but to society as well.
right. So, but when you got the complexion for the protection,
There you go.
Right,
Get it out of here.
they won't do a thorough background check.
There you
What's
go.
your name? You got some money?
Yeah.
All right, here's the guns.
Damn.
You can show up there with a name tag.
Yeah.
That's it.
My name right here.
That's it. Got killer written all over your face,
Right,
but
right.
you know, that's still, it is what it is. Let's see. Now this ain't nothing new. This keeps happening. Hell, since we got off of slave ship, man, we've been terrorized. From the time we've been in the cotton fields to the time we was technically freed, and the KKK and the paddy wagons and the damn slave patrollers was after us. Man, black folk been on the run, ain't had no peace since we got. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28. And you know, this is the thing about us. We have no thought of getting right with God so we can go back to where we come from. It's not even a thought in our mind. We just live like this. Read that in 28 and 65.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 65.
Where we at? Go ahead.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
There you go. When you think because this was in his own, in our own community. This was in a black neighborhood where normally you only watch your back for black folk.
Right.
But
It was all
even in
black
our
folks.
own hoods, you ain't got no ease. Not from your own people or from other nations that don't take their medicine, and the first thought come to their mind is kill black people. That's crazy. And in all places, too, it wasn't like it was a club. It wasn't a gang initiation.
Right.
It was in a Dollar General.
There you go. Where black folks' defenses down.
Yeah.
They worried about cheap cereal, you know, getting project borders, you know what I'm talking
That's
about?
it.
That's all people worry about. So you go for the weak. Because
Yep.
who's mostly in those Dollar Generals is women.
Older
Older
too.
folks. Come on now.
But it happened to be 2 young men and an older woman.
Right.
But it was 3 people that died. for that reason right there. Read that again, man. Read the curse of God that's placed upon the Israelites.
Verse 65. And among these nations
What am I looking at here, y'all? Go ahead.
shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
There you go. No rest. All right. Let's go to the other article. Let's go. Let's read that.
Report. African Americans remain top target of hate crime.
Damn.
That's new. That's VOA USA. That's today. They did the research. It's crazy that it took this to happen for, oh man, damn, black folk are the top target. It's always them. It's Dylan Roof. It's this, I don't know what this dude's name was. I forget his name. If y'all can find those ads by the incredible Israel United in Christ graphics art team that they've been putting out, you can pull up whoever that Edomite Neanderthal caveman is, man. But read that again for the people.
Report. African Americans remain top targets of hate crime.
Now, you know what the jacked up thing about this is that we remain the top target for hate crimes, but has it been a hate crime bill passed for black folks?
Not
Nope.
yet.
No.
I don't know.
We in the back of the line. Cat.
When were they gonna decide to translate the Asian hate bill
No,
crime
it's
to
not happening.
black?
Okay.
But you
not
see,
happening.
they can't do that. If they
hey.
pass that law, you know how many
Where-
white people are gonna go to prison?
Oh yeah.
You know how many
Yeah.
people are gonna get jail locked
Yeah.
up?
It's not like they can't. They won't.
They
That's
won't,
the
yeah.
thing. If you did that, then that means that it brings up their history, which they are trying to eliminate in 1619.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Listen, they don't
No
give a
project.
damn. They got what's it? Cameras now. Right? What's that called?
Body cameras.
Body cameras. They'll kill a nigga with wearing a body camera, so they don't give a damn.
Shoot him in his
There's a
back.
quitter.
with a
Shoot
body
him in the back.
With a body cam.
And have a picture of him throwing the gun. The video of him throwing the gun.
Yeah, that was Charleston, South
Come
Carolina.
on, y'all.
Yeah.
He got acquitted, right?
I don't know. I don't know. But he was bold enough to shoot a black man in his back, elderly black man in his back. He was running away.
Right.
And then walked up, looked around, and threw
the
gun
gun.
beside him.
Come on now,
That's some
dog.
movie stuff. He's like, man, I'm about
Come
to get off
on,
of this
man.
thing right here.
Damn.
Bad.
Ain't
That's
nobody
crazy.
gonna say that he had that gun.
Nope. Pull up the image
Crazy.
of that Neanderthal, man. This is the face of evil, man. Can they see it? That's the face of evil.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's his name? Ryan Christopher Paul Metter.
Mm-hmm.
With his little turkey neck chin. He ain't even got a damn chin.
He looked like he part of Catholic Baptist Church.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Won't
wonder
be
what church
surprised,
he went
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Damn, he
Damn.
does look
Wonder
like
what
a Christian.
religion he was.
Did they do investigation on his church? It's
Right.
called
Baptist.
What's his religion?
Yeah.
What's his belief?
Right. Read that that for us. Esau's what?
Esau's pride and hatred leads to violence.
There you go. His pride and his hatred. Read that in Psalms 10, what they got put down there on that ad. Shout out to the graphic design team that created that. That was pictures of our brothers and sisters that was unjustly killed in that Esau's pride once again with their guards down at ease in a Dollar General.
Yeah.
Life gone. Read that Psalm 10 too.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
There you go.
Damn.
Persecute the poor. And you know how it's poor because where's that? It's a black neighborhood. And what
Right.
stores is there? Dollar General.
Tree. Oh, man, that's crazy.
Dollar Tree. That's the poor. That's us poor physically and poor in spirit.
know
No,
what else?
having no hope.
You know why that's so important? They're ruling this earth right now. Buddy could get on a plane, go to the Hamptons, go skiing, do whatever it is, snorkeling, get eaten by a shark, whatever it is. But he want to go. His hatred is so strong against us that he said, you know what? No, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot up the place where these people who are, living in squalor, putting pennies together to go to a dollar store. Come on now, read that scripture again. That's a heavy scripture.
Psalms chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
Persecute the poor.
That's it.
Damn.
That's it. Persecute. Persecution. Can't live in peace even in our own neighborhoods,
That's
which,
crazy.
we struggling month to month to make ends meet, shopping at places like Dollar General, trying
Come
to
on.
find a deal. And even in our poverty, we getting persecuted by the wicked. Because
Come
God
on
said
now,
we wasn't going
dawg.
to find no ease.
No
That's what it
ease.
boils down to. We wasn't going to find no ease. Let's go back to that article. We ain't done with that, y'all. We ain't done with that. Go ahead. Let's read it.
The recent killing of 3 black people in Jacksonville, Florida, has drawn attention to a grim reality that researchers have long documented. Black Americans are the most frequent victims of racially motivated hate crimes in the United States.
Keep reading.
A new report released Tuesday confirms the trend, showing that black people were the targets of more than 1/5 of all hate crimes reported in the major U.S. cities last year, the highest share of any group.
Wow.
What the hell is this?
No,
Wow.
that's proof that we are the Israelites.
There
Go
you
back
go.
to Deuteronomy 28 and read that 65 and 66, because East Indians can come here and they'll live in peace. Irishman can come here, live in peace. Hell, Ukraine, war-torn country, can come here and get government stipends to start their life right. They will
Right,
put
right.
them in a white suburban neighborhood, and we come over here. We've been here for damn 400 years now, and we still pay taxes. You know, I've been thinking about that, man. That pisses me off. Out of all the slavery we built, they literally, who's the last dude that said that? Was that Trump or was that Biden that said we built this country? Who was it?
That was Trump, I think. It was Trump.
Talk to us.
I don't think
YouTube.
Trump would say
See
that.
what it say on
It was
what
Trump. It was
YouTube
Trump.
people say. It was Trump.
Trump
last-
seems like he'll say something like that.
Yeah, he
Like,
said
what
it.
do you got to
He
lose?
was, I guess,
Yeah,
he
he
was
did
going for
say
the
that.
Negro vote.
Who said it, y'all? What they saying on YouTube, man? I can't see myself on this thing right here.
Biden says, if you don't vote for me,
You
you're
ain't
not black.
Yeah,
not
that's
black.
what Biden said.
That's what Biden said.
That's exactly right what Biden said. It was Trump. Okay.
Trump.
He built
so
this
it was
country.
Trump. Confirmed by Felicia Moore. Appreciate it, Felicia Moore. So, yeah, Trump said that, man. Go back to that and read that again. Deuteronomy 28:65. Yup, read it again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
We ain't found no ease since we got stolen from from Spain
Right.
and brought over here with names like Antonio, like we've been going into the history, and stolen from San Tome and Nigeria, Sierra Leone. No ease, and we still got to pay taxes. I thought about it. I said, damn, if we built this country, your own president acknowledged it. Trump said, you built this country, right? He said that. Why we got to still damn pay taxes? Give me that in Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. I thought about it like, damn, at least if they had some kind of Christian values
There you go.
of love their neighbor as
That's
they
it.
self and was truly repentant or sorry for the evils that they done, at least let black folk don't be charged taxes. At least let them go to college for free. At least,
Yeah.
because they it's no doubt that they don't. It's not like they don't know that the wealth gap is like 200 years apart. They know this shit.
They know it.
Cap, their philosophy is keep the rich rich and the
Yeah.
poor poor.
Yeah.
Keep you in your position because one day they know that we gonna overmaster them.
Yeah,
That's
You're right.
basically what it is.
Yeah.
Read that Baruch 3 and 8, man. What God said.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
That's how you know we're in captivity, because Christ said, "Who do
The
what did he say?
children pay tribute to.
Who do
Right.
children pay tribute to?" Right? Read on.
Where thou hast scattered us
Uh-huh.
for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment.
That's why we still
There you
pay taxes, because it dawned on me, in God we trust. It's supposed to be a Christian nation. White folk know they done us wrong. Okay, well, give us some breaks somewhere. Okay, you don't want us to live in the neighborhoods. Okay, well, at least give us a tax break or something, or at least give black folk free education. What do? They build parks in your hood so you can shoot basketball better
Dang.
and entertain them when you get old. We'll at least get 1 or 2 niggas come out of here to be able to
hell is
entertain us
this?
in 10 years.
They redline you in your community so they know exactly where you at.
Yeah.
So when they
So they
feel
can
like
shoot
gunning
you
you
up.
down, they know exactly what
Good
community
point.
come on.
He knew exactly where to go, man.
Yep.
Go back to Deuteronomy 28:65. Read that.
No ease.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 65.
Sure ain't no Wolverhampton over there. Go ahead.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
Uh-huh.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
There you go. Trembling heart. That's what it is. Trembling heart. That's what we got, and that's what our brothers and sisters are experiencing in Jacksonville. Trembling hearts. We've been having one since we got off the damn ship. I appreciate that soundbite out of nowhere. Sheesh. Go back to the article. Go back to the article, and let's read the report.
The report, based on a police data analyzed by the Center for the Study of Hate and Extremism at California State University, San Bernardino, found that hate crimes targeting black people fell by an average of 6% last year, after surging in the previous 2 years.
That was during what? COVID, right?
Yeah.
The whole Black Lives Matter, the George
Floyd.
was Floyd, knee on the neck, right? So it fell 6%. Now keep reading.
But the trend was not uniform across the country, and many cities and states reported their worst numbers
Look at that.
ever.
Deuteronomy 28, verse
Damn.
16.
This is the book
Man.
of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 16.
Uh-huh.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Go back to the article and read the next paragraph
Yeah.
out of.
Here you go.
Out of 42 cities surveyed by the center, more than half showed an increase in anti-black hate crimes.
Read that verse again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
There you go. That's thus saith the Lord, man. The damn the people that actually do the research at what was this place called? California
Yep.
State University, San Bernardino. And I guarantee you, it costs probably $50,000-$60,000 a damn year to go to this school.
More than that.
Dang.
And they out here laying out damn Deuteronomy 28 to us like, and we don't, and our eyes are closed to that. And but this is the worst part. But give me that in Habakkuk. We as a people have to stop trusting them. Unrepentant people, stop making these people your friend and having them wiggers hang
There you
around
go.
you.
Right.
And they, and rapping and all of this stuff, and Lil Wayne don't see racism because all he see is white people at his
Right,
concerts
right.
because they only
hell
ones
is
can get
this?
forward your damn
There you
tickets.
go. Come on.
That's why. But we got to understand this. Habakkuk chapter 2, and read that in verse 3. Okay, Habakkuk's after Nahum, right before Zephaniah. We got a replacement,
this
y'all.
what-
Y'all bear with it,
Cap
man.
101
Bear
is
with it.
important, y'all.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3.
Yep.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
That's the appointed time is in these last days, so you can wake up. That's what the appointed time is. Read on.
But at the end it shall speak.
Now check this out. I was thinking about this. It says at the end it shall speak. How is the vision going to speak to you? The actions are going to be played out in the earth.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it's going to be
right.
speak to you.
You gotta see.
How you going to know you cursed in the city? Your people going to get gunned down. It's speaking to you. The vision speaking to you. How you know that you're going to find no ease? You're going to be in a Dollar General and a gunman going to come in with an AR-15 that has been Baker acted, ain't supposed to have a gun, but they gave him anyway. The vision is speaking to you, that you the Israelites. The actions are going to play out on the earth. That's what it means when it's talking about at the end it shall speak. Because a vision ain't going to speak itself. It ain't got a human body or a mouth. It's going to play out in the actions of the earth. And you got to have spiritual eyes to hear it speaking to you. That's the same thing that happened to all of us when we was getting jacked up. We was like, man, this ain't the damn truth. And then we started reading the Bible and putting it with history. It began to speak to us. And Deuteronomy 28 made perfect sense.
And Cap, with that vision, you're going to see it too.
Yeah,
It's going to be a part of your whole life to where it's undeniable. You can't get away from it because you done seen it firsthand. You be like, damn, that's me.
So why black folks still in denial then?
There you go.
Talking about it, we ain't no racism, man. We equal and stuff. That must mean they spiritually blind then.
That's what it is.
vision of
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in
Yeah.
deep sleep. And that's when you see, in the article it says what? It says a trend, but it's a trend. And that's a lot of people that's in social media, that's the only thing that is the word that triggers them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Is the word trend.
Yeah.
So it's telling you the death rate amongst black folks, right, as being taken, victims of hate crimes, it's a trend now. It's a trend now. Now the Bible's been showing you, right, the vision spoke. Now you're finally seeing it speak.
Yeah.
Now they had to, when they do a survey, that means they had to send people out there to ask questions, check out the file, check
Yeah,
out the
yeah.
reports, and look at this.
Yep. It's speaking truth. That's what it's doing. It's speaking truth.
Man,
Hey, man, read that real quick. Read that whole paragraph because it says something in there. Go ahead.
Out of 42 cities surveyed by the center, more than half showed an increase in anti-black hate crimes, with some reaching historic highs.
Historic highs when black folk is out here at the most degenerate we've ever been
Right.
as a people. Women out here with purple and green and
Pink.
turquoise hair,
Yeah.
and talking about my
Lord.
booty hole brown. And,
Oh, gosh.
I,
Coming from Pound
I
Town.
ain't never had no disease, and it don't stink, and I want to Joe Biden.
She said it's
Hey.
clear.
Hey.
And I don't want to get too graphic with that.
Hey, Cap, you know what it is, like how you was going into about the vision. The thing is, the vision is speaking, but the people are not listening.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yep.
Because
Shut
God
their
is
ears.
giving you all the correlations. He's connecting the dots, showing you the similitude in the present day, but we are not listening
Hey,
as
man,
the
it
people.
says that, too, in the scriptures. It said that we have turned our back and stopped our ears.
If I may,
Vision speaking.
yes, sir. If I may
Yeah,
get
go
one,
ahead.
go to Lamentation. Watch this. This is again going into what Cap was bringing about the vision speaking. But us as a people, we not listening. Lamentation 4, reverse 18.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 18. They hunt our steps.
You see what God says? They said they hunt our steps. Just like he told you the characteristics of that man from the beginning. He was a cunning hunter, right? Go ahead.
That we cannot go in our streets.
That's why people was at. They was going to and fro in the streets, going to the poor of our community, trying to scrounge up food. And what happened? That same enemy came and gunned us down in our own community. Finish that?
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
See? That's what God is saying. Those are the characteristics that we are missing and not listening to as a people.
And the point in that scripture too, it says they hunt our steps. What he was just doing is he was hunting for souls. He was hunting.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what he was doing. He was hunting us.
A lot of them come out with that military gear, the hunting gear, the hunting
Yep.
caps. That's their character.
Yep. Go back to Habakkuk chapter 2 and read finish out that verse 3 and 4.
Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
And not lie. You can't deny this stuff that we curse in the city. You can't lie that we don't have no ease. You can't lie. You can't say it's not telling the truth. Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
That means that God's going to make sure that those curses fall on your ass. What did it say in verse 15? Go back, read verse 15. No, don't go to it. We be all over the place. Okay. Was it? Is it 46? No, 15. Where you shall not escape it. What does it say?
45.
15. Let's fact check.
This
Read verse 15.
This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
That's it right there. That's what I was talking about. It's going to overtake you. That means that, what does it say? Because it will surely come, it will overtake you. You can't escape from it. That's what God's saying. He going to make sure whenever you somewhere relaxing and you don't, you over here thinking it's all good,
Right.
God's going to make sure that these curses pass over your city. Because he ain't going to lie. He said you was going to be up under that for breaking the commandments of God. Go back to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, because we ain't off of the subject matter of this hate crimes against black people reached historic highs. New York City, Los Angeles, California, Texas, Sacramento. Now check this out. New York, to California, that means it is all over the country. You can't just say, oh, man, that's how it is out there on the East Coast.
Right.
Man, that's just down there in the South. Oh, that's up north. No, that's from one end of one coast to another. Hate crimes hit a historic high that was even documented or tracked, right? Read verse 4, Habakkuk 2.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Now remember, we just read in Psalms 2 where it said the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. What is pride? Pride means that your soul is lifted up. You think you can't be stopped.
Right.
That you think that you have free reign to do with your servants that are 3/5 of a man,
There
whatever
you go.
you want to, and their life don't matter. God said his soul is lifted up and is not upright in him. But we as a people, we believe that if we just keep Christmas and celebrate birthdays and blonde our hair and marry them and have kids by them, that they will eventually come over to the dark side with us. And I had the image in the hot news about Halle Berry. Let's see if assimilating, laying
If it
down with
works.
them, spread eagle, popping out babies by them. Let's see if that changes the soul that is within them. Pull it up. Read that for us.
Halle Berry says, it's difficult paying child support to a man who calls her the N-word.
Come on, man.
Damn. Where the bombs at?
Man, it ain't upright. It ain't gonna change,
Nah,
is what God
nah.
said. That she laid down,
Laid
spread
down,
eagle,
right.
let it shoot up the club,
Right.
popped out a baby
Baby.
bound, and now she got to pay $8,000 a month to him.
There you
Come
go.
on now.
She got to pay $8,000 a month to a
Come
white man
on,
that
man.
don't need her money.
Right.
That-
Man calls her a
that-
nigga.
Said thank you, nigga.
Thank you, nigga.
That sound like reparations, reverse
He
reparations.
got reparations.
He got
The slave got let go, and they paid him
Right.
for her leaving. Man, that's crazy. They paying him for her having the baby.
Come on now, dog.
Read that again, man, verse 4.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
It's not upright. Now give me Ecclesiastes chapter 1, and I want you to read verse 15. That's proof his soul ain't upright.
It's not right.
Jacksonville murder, prove he ain't upright. Dylan Roof, prove he ain't upright.
Alabama.
Hell,
Denver, I mean, not
Alabama brawl, prove they. So they
Buffalo.
5-6 people jumped at Black
Yeah.
Man.
That brother, yeah.
Buffalo,
Buffalo,
New
New
York,
York.
where they killed the people in the grocery
Grocery
store.
store.
Proves they soul ain't upright. Now look what God says in Ecclesiastes 1:15.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 15.
Uh-huh.
That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
Now what did Habakkuk just say? It's not upright.
Right.
That means it ain't how God. It ain't straight.
It's crooked.
It's crooked. God
how he
said you
made 'em.
can't make this person, you can't make these people an upright, outstanding, godly citizen.
Right. He
They
know
might
he
be a good citizen on American standards where they pay their taxes, they drive their Teslas, they
don't
got
do that right.
high-paying jobs, they got homes, they leave inheritance to their kids. Those are everything that the world would be like, man, that is a good white man.
They steal money and send it overseas, Cap.
Yeah, right. They print money, send it over. That's a good white man. But God says what? Verse 15 again.
Verse 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
You can't make it straight for this reason. Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Now, this is no matter how many Bibles they have in their hand. If they get the Bible in their hand, what they going to do? They're going to corrupt it.
Yeah.
Yep, like they did already.
False
Yeah.
doctrines.
They're going to become KKK, put hoods on their heads and go around and saying it's the pure race.
Right.
Lynching Negroes.
Lynching Negroes. Ecclesiastes 7 and what I call 15,
13. Captain.
13. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 13. Consider the work of God.
Stop right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Consider the work of God. Did not God make all human beings? Didn't God make all races? Ain't we, what Christianity say? We all God's children? Well, this child that God made, his damn soul ain't right. It's crooked as hell.
It's crooked.
Consider what God made. Read.
For who can make that straight?
How you gonna change what God made?
Damn.
Not your medication that you take.
Nah.
Medication don't work either.
Yeah, they try to subdue it.
Yeah, the medication. trying to make
Stop
it
taking
straight.
it. Damn.
Not even the medicine can change that spirit that ain't upright in them.
Hey, I'm telling you, all Edomites got some type of form of medication they taking, whether
Yeah.
it's drugs or alcohol,
Or,
over the
therapy.
counter. There you go. They taking something to subdue it, or politics, politricks.
Yeah.
That's another form of something for them to subdue or hide their true natures.
Yep.
So, Cap, you
And
saying
you know-
they know that God made them crooked and they trying to take medicine to fix it.
Right.
And it's not.
Try to be upright.
There you
Damn.
And you know what's crazy too? While DeSantis is trying to hide old hatred, God
Yeah.
is gonna manifest new hatred
There
and
you
show you,
go.
look,
Damn.
you can't
Damn.
hide this.
You
from
can't
me.
hide it.
Man,
Damn.
that's heavy right there. They trying to hide the old. He gonna manifest the new.
Right.
Damn. So that means that we better get prayed up,
Yep.
fasted up,
Yep.
Yeah.
cause this man's the devil. He gonna
yeah.
come.
Yep.
Yeah, we're already seeing the new hatred. That this is
What?
all the start. We seeing them taking out. We can't pass out flyers or literature
Oh, yeah,
relating to
yeah,
religion.
yeah.
That's them showing hate. Another one would be him passing the bill for us to be able to conceal carry in
Oh,
Florida.
yeah, yeah.
That's
He's
another
allowed-
one.
he's allowed
It's,
Don't forget Brazil. There was homophobic slurs.
Yeah.
You are in prison
that's
for
coming
those
here.
things. Yep.
yeah,
Come
the,
through.
the war
that's
has
here-
already
that's
begun.
Here already.
The
That's
war has
here
already begun. He's just
They
masking
just
it.
ain't put that into law because God put him in a trick bag when they first created this country, and the first one is what freedom of speech and freedom of religion, right? So they haven't enacted it as a law because it would go against the Constitution, but they do it in other ways where they say you have to refer to they as
pronouns.
Pronouns as he, him, they, she, her, us.
They it.
Legion.
Transformers,
Legion.
right? And if you don't do those things, you could be fired from your job.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
You could be blacklisted. They put you on the damn LinkedIn, and
Right,
you never get another job. That's how they do those things now.
And they made sure those corporate businesses fall in line because remember, you got big mega corporations that own them and
Yeah.
buy the stocks for that company. So
Yeah.
if that corporation or that job says, you know what, we don't want to deal with that, they listen, we're going to give you a bad rating in the business bureau.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, nobody else is dealing with that business at all.
There's rainbows everywhere
There
in
you
Target.
go. You better put that rainbow up.
Hey,
Bob.
go to that next article of what's going on with this this outright hatred against us as a people. Read that for him.
Yahoo News, Atlanta Black Star. Florida elementary school under fire for telling black students they could end up killed or in jail if they get low test scores in impromptu assembly.
Man, we can't win.
Man,
Hey, I'm telling you,
t-
man, Florida is
Man.
the deep south, the bottom
Right,
of the south.
right.
I know Miami gives it this glitz and glamour and
Nah,
stuff
it's
like
not.
that. That's one city
Yeah,
in
that's-
Florida,
yeah.
man. The rest of this is swampland, and your ass got put here on a boat.
And
We
hoods.
wasn't going nowhere. The only
No.
people to make it up out of here was Reuben,
Yeah.
the Seminole Indians. That was the only people. That's because they've
That's
been
it.
here for hundreds of years
Right,
before the
right.
white
They
man
know the
came
land.
up. They do back roads to get up out of here. Black folk, when that ship docked, there, what's that place called? St. Augustine?
Mm-hmm.
That damn thing docked, and they put your ass here. All you saw was water everywhere surrounded. You wasn't getting out nowhere. That North Star was too far for your ass to go. You just stayed where you was. Damn. That's why you ain't got last names like LeBeau and stuff, man. Sheesh.
Southern Judah.
Yeah.
The only escape you had is Cuba. If you ain't a strong swimmer or know how to navigate them boats, that was the only way out.
Man, that's 90 miles,
That's
though.
it.
Damn, you had
Hey,
to be a
man.
hell of a swimmer.
You got to go.
In the ocean, too?
You got to float a
With
little
sharks.
God was with
You
you.
need an
bit.
aqua
You got to
line.
float a little bit, Cap.
Hey,
After
you
you
Hey, Cap, you gotta throw up the hat. You gotta throw up the hat.
Aqua line.
Or a whale to come get you.
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Hey, man, so that's what they telling kids. Well, how are you in elementary? 6, 7
5.
years old, 5
Yeah.
years old?
5, 6.
They
That's
telling them they telling black kids.
Yeah. They
Hey,
took
you gonna
him
be
out.
killed. Imagine that, man. You a kid, 5, 6, 7 years old, and death is already at your doorstep.
Right.
That's already entered into your psyche as a little kid. When you're supposed to be playing, the world is fun. The sky could be whatever color because you got imagination. But if you're a black kid, death is already presented to you at an early age, so you already walking in fear in an inferior complex already, starting out in elementary. That we dumb. Cause read it real quick.
read on.
Read the paragraph. I'm gonna show you what happened to him. Read that.
A Florida elementary school is facing public backlash after a group of black students were targeted for low test scores on a standardized test, while their counterparts were pulled out of class. Parents told the First Coast News how their children, 4th and 5th graders who attend Bunnell Elementary School in Daytona Beach, suburb of Bunnell, Florida,
Damn, this is the
that's
suburbs.
around the corner.
Go ahead.
felt singled out last Friday. One mother, identified as Dominique,
That's a black name.
said the teacher called her daughter and her peers out of the classrooms by name.
They called, now, when you read the rest of the article, they called them out by
called 'em
name,
out.
took them to the gym, and acted like it was an assembly full of black kids and
Right.
told them, if y'all get low test scores, y'all could be killed or in jail.
So y'all want to do right? Y'all want to pass these?
Y'all want to take this test serious because y'all might end up dead or in jail as black kids.
And
Damn.
the hell is this?
One of the girls they pulled out was actually top in the class, and then she noticed when they was pulling her out of the class,
She looked
the
behind
white
her,
girls and the
and saw all the white people.
Right. So she complained to her parents.
Damn.
I think it's crazy.
That's the life that our kids live, man. They are experiencing the curses, and they don't really understand
Right.
at that age, but it messes with their psyche that they get separated. Oh, I'm not smart, I'm dumb, and they don't even try.
Right.
Yep.
They don't even try, man.
You know what's the worst part about it? Esau or whoever took him out.
No, it
they-
was Esau. It was
they-
Esau. Yeah. Daytona
come
Beach
on.
suburb. It was Esau.
And I
They-
think it's a black
Y'all got the picture
superintendent,
of
right?
It was the principal. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And
They thought that they was helping. That's why the scripture talks about in Genesis 25, there's two manner of people. One of them is going to understand what oppression and death feel like. The other one don't. That's why you're
point.
able to use loose words like that. The kindergarten teachers, you're not even supposed to be saying that to them.
No.
But you'll use those statements and think that you're helping them. You're about to save them. That's what they thought in their mind.
That's Becky.
if the whole administrator don't get fired, okay, you'll get removed. Them parents better sue the whole.
There
I'm
you
telling
go. There go Becky
There you
right
go.
there.
Right there. This is the reason why.
She needs some braces. Good
Man.
damn. Shit.
That's the principal.
She's from the
That's the principal.
Hey,
I
that's
think-
Florida
She got
again.
no-
Yeah.
she got enough
That's
money.
Florida again. DeSantis trying to hide
Yeah,
that stuff,
Yeah.
but
That's
it's
it.
gonna
That's
come
what
out.
happens, man.
Yeah.
Now, go to that video we got, and a black guy did a little spoof on
Yeah, I seen
That was good.
on how they teaching slavery was good for our kids. Now,
Here we go.
play that video for the people.
Slaves were happy, the owners were happy, and everyone lived happily ever after. Read it again, read it again!
Yes, please.
No, it's almost time we learn how Christopher Columbus discovered this land.
Ooh, Mr. Parks?
Yes, Dale?
Why did slavery end?
Yeah. Well, that's a very good question. See, we realize that everyone deserves to be treated equally regardless of what they look like. But it worked so well.
What?
We had free workers, servants.
Plus, they were happy learning new skills, so
Why don't we just bring it back? Look, kids, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but slavery was actually really fun and engaging, right? Of course, Mr. Superintendent. Now you kids go play outside. That's enough questions for one day.
Tag, you're it. Oh, you're it.
Sir, I was just about to. Mr. Parks, I thought we were past this preference for history you seem to have. We are. It's just these kids think slavery was some big party, and I just can't. Can't what? Teach the truth? No disrespect, Mr. Superintendent, but we both know this isn't the truth. So you prefer we tell them that for over 240 years, this great nation was built on the backs of those who worked against their will? Not exactly. And that it didn't end with the abolishment of slavery. We kept going with segregation, convict leasing, restrictive covenants on housing, schools, riots, torturing, lynching. Is this what you prefer these kids hear? No, sir. Then stick to the script and save the bright ideas for your own damn kids.
Damn.
I like what he said at the end.
Go ahead.
Save those ideas for your own kids, right? Teach them at home. There you go. Teach your own kids at home.
There you go.
That's what you got to do.
That's what we got to do. Even if you got to send them to public school, because some people in situations where you got to send your kids to school, you can't afford the daycare, so you use school as a daycare. Come on now. We black folks now. Come on now. Don't act like we don't use school for daycare. Come on now. Y'all did not send them kids to school to get education.
You going to summer
If
school.
you did,
Right.
if you did, look, this is how you know black folk use school as a daycare. If you did, you would show up to PTA meetings, parent-teacher
You ain't
conferences.
lying. Yep. the house
My
meetings.
mama, oh shit, I don't think
No, they upgraded them now. Now you could go on. You could be home and
Zoom you.
zoom in. Yeah.
Oh,
And
damn.
if you sign your kids up
But
for
we don't do that. I
YMCA,
guarantee we don't do
Yeah.
that. Half people don't do that. So we use that for daycare. But outside of that, if you got to send the kids to the school, man, you got to make sure you take some time to sit them down when they out of
There
school.
you go. That's
when
the
you
point.
get them Sundays, that time off to relax, don't sit there and just let them watch damn cartoons and play
Yes.
video games and go outside and play all day, man. They need to be doing something. Give them goals or chores. You got to read a book before you go outside. You got to read 2-3 chapters of Babylon the Timbuktu
There
before
you
you go outside.
Yeah.
You got to read When I Was a Slave and then give me some scriptures to go with that what you just read. Got to
Right.
do something, man.
Shoot, like we do. What we do, we get the kids at the Kids Corners projects. You give them Black history.
Black
you give them historical facts, and you make them do a book report. Because remember, Esau has a way of conditioning our children. So let's use those same skills, and the Bible already gives us the solution. We're going to infuse them with the commandments of God. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6 and 7, real quick. Yeah, give them book projects, but this time you let them know who your heroes, who their heroes are.
Yeah, somebody
Okay.
said watch and read. Yeah,
Watch and read.
is
There
good
you
too,
go.
But those don't have scriptures in it. That ain't gonna help read and comprehension. That's just as biblical. That's the Bible coming to life. They need to read and comprehend
There you go.
what they read. Go ahead, Cap.
Read that, 6 and 7.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
That's very important. You got the same way Esau is serious about his attendance for the kids to be there, to be programmed. You need to be diligent and deprogram them. Go ahead.
And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
There you go. What Cap
you
just
go.
brought out. When you at home, it's not just TV or watching what they're doing.
Scrolling, Instagram,
No.
TikTok.
You need to begin, whatever chance and opportunity you have with those children, you need to begin asking them questions.
Yep.
See what's on their mind. Go ahead.
Right.
And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
In the car when I'm with the kids, I'm asking them, I'm shooting up the hip. Give me the breakdown. Okay, how do we know we are the Israelites? What scripture proves Christ is a black man? You need to ask these kids this.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you this,
I'm
too.
telling you, yeah.
A lot of us as parents, man, we got kids. God gave us, what is it called? Blessed with the fruit of the womb. Is what it says,
right.
Psalms 127 and 3. And we take it for granted. You only using them for taxes. God go jack your ass up on judgment day. You
do
got
it.
to answer. As a parent, you're going to have to answer for what you've done as a parent, right? Now check this out. Give me that in Psalm 78, and I want you to read verse 3 on down. Watch this, y'all.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse
3.
Verse 3. Which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us.
Read
There
verse
you
2
go.
again.
Verse 2. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us.
Our fathers have told us when we was in the house.
Right.
Deuteronomy 6 and 7.
Yep.
Our fathers told us about this, and we read it, right? Read on.
We will not hide them from their children.
Have you fulfilled that scripture? As a parent, have you fulfilled that scripture? We will not hide them from our children. And that's what we do in the world with our kids, that because we know the world is so cold and brutal that we try to shield our kids from
Right.
the reality of the world. And when they get out into the real world and they see life ain't like a cartoon, and white people got those, what you call those looks that they give them, or those gestures? Microaggressions. White people got microaggressions. My mom was walking, and a white woman, she grabbed a purse and moved over to the other side.
Wait a minute.
What they do that for? Oh, baby. They don't pay them no mind.
Right,
That's what we
right.
do. No,
Nah.
tell them they ass is evil.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
They
right.
like us. They
At
hate
the
us.
house.
Don't hide it from your children.
Right.
Now, check this out. Give me this last script right here. Give me that in Isaiah 54 and verse 13. I'm telling y'all, quit using these kids just for taxes.
Let me say this too. Don't stop talking to your kids like they babies, y'all.
Yeah, good point.
Don't wait for your kids to ask you the question. You hurry up and give them the information. Like we just brought out the script, the dark parables. You give it to them, because then that'll seep into their mind, and later on they'll ask you give me more understanding behind what
Right,
you just told
right,
me.
right.
Don't do that. And Esau knows this. They'll talk to their kids like a grown person.
Man,
Like,
straight up.
Tim, you better not do this. I'll
Yeah.
see you in the
He
morning.
there 5, 6 years
I'm
old.
telling you, stop talking to your kids like they babies.
Yeah, you do them a disservice
Yes.
doing that.
Cap, real quick, and the reason why you'll sit there and you'll tell those kids is because, first of all, you care. And the next reason is you care about the next generation that comes behind you. Because if you're not telling them of how to behave, the next generation is gonna get worse and worse and worse.
If you don't teach them about their history,
Right.
Yeah.
they're going to get worse and worse and worse. And they're going to think that all white folk is good and there's
Boom.
only a few bad. No,
They're gonna be
the
just-
soul in them ain't upright. It's
Yeah.
crooked, and God said you can't make it straight.
Right.
You got to teach them the history of what has happened to us as a people, man. Read that in Isaiah 54:13. Look what God say.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and verse 13. And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord.
Read that again.
And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord.
As parents, man, you got an obligation
There
to
you
teach
go.
your
Right.
kids of the Lord, the curses in the Bible, the history of the Bible,
Right.
and bring it connected with the things that are going on in the real world and how God is going to deliver us. You have a responsibility to teach them of the Lord. Read on.
And great shall be the peace of thy children.
Now check this out. Great shall be the peace. How is that going to happen? It's because now they understand
Right.
the world that is going on. Because what is the worst thing? You see all this stuff going on around and happening to your people, and you ain't got answers or understanding of why it's happening. Just think about it. When it happened, when it was with us, we was like, man, why does this keep happening? Why black people keep getting gunned down in damn Dollar Trees?
Yep.
Why we keep getting shot up in grocery stores? Why was we hung? Why was we put in slavery? And it drive you crazy because you can't get the answer from them lying-ass pastors that just tell you all things work to the good of them that love the Lord. Damn, you mean we got hung because it's the good of them that love the
Right. Come
Lord?
on now.
You mean tell me we got shot up in the Buffalo grocery store, supermarket in Jacksonville because all things work to the good of them that love the Lord?
How, Sway?
It'll drive you crazy to the point you turn your back on God and the Bible, and
Right.
you don't want nothing to do with
Yeah.
it. And then we got to come correct the damn mistake because you ain't gave no peace to your children of telling the Bible, and they argue with us on Clubhouse like some damn idiots.
Right.
Damn. Out here looking stupid. But when you teach your kids their history, it'll bring them great peace, just like it brought you peace as an adult when you understood the things that happened to you and your people throughout the history of us being here in Babylon the Great.
Right.
All right.
Bishop said this saying, strong men create good times.
Yeah.
Good times create weak men, right? And weak men create hard times. Right now, in order for us to break that cycle, we got to create warriors. Meaning when you tell the next generation, you tell your sons and daughters, hey, listen, this is our hard time. We in the midst of war right now.
That's right.
You're preparing them now to go and change the time because our good time is when the kingdom comes.
That's right.
Yeah, we're not waiting for no more good times on this earth anymore. We're waiting for the kingdom, which is going to be our rest. What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word